Yo, haha, tis I. Anyways, it's me, the usual. Anyways, tis I. It's me. It's Whistly. Anyways, um, feel free to cop that merch. I'm reviewing Blackhawk Down. The poster never looked that good, so I never really watched it. I didn't really care. But I've been in a military movie kind of binge lately. Um, so anyways, I'm gonna review it. This movie was amazeballs. It was really, really good. Um, yeah, I think this is like peak, peak Ridley Scott. I think Michael Bay, like his big fight feel, like the big explosion kind of vibe, he has, and a little bit of the grittiness. I think Ridley Scott has grittiness too, very like similar to Tarantino, but his is a lot more, I don't know, greasy, I guess if you could say that. Um, but yeah, it's a really gritty, really just captivating movie where it's just like, I don't know. It was really well done. I just thought the movie was fantastic and everything it did. I just think the intensity of it, that carried through the entire movie was really good. But just the picture, I think, I don't know if it won Best Picture, but the picture is very, very, like, you want to see every scene. It was like very in depth, and I think that stole the movie for me. What made it really good, and then just the action and the plot and what's actually happening, the events of it, and it's being based off a true story. It's really interesting. It's not really like a movie where it's like necessarily like there's a narrative and stuff like that. It's like help these people, but it's really just like about the endurance of these the soldiers, trying to follow the orders of this general who kind of wanted like another pin on his medal, and he kind of did something brash and cost the lives of all these soldiers. It's like, there's repercussions to actions. There's cause and effect, and it's like, my old shop teacher used to say, he says like poop rolls downhill. So it was really good movie just to see, like, just the realness of it, the realness. Um, the acting was good. It didn't like the acting wasn't the greatest of all time, but I thought it was really good for what its purpose was. I thought it stole the show, or not. I didn't think the acting stole the show. I thought that just the cinematography stole the show. Just the picture of being able to witness it, and the story was a fluid story that followed everything that it needed to follow. But for me, it was just like it's one of those like. I didn't watch the new Top Gun movie, Maverick or whatever, but it's just this movie is a really immersive experience, and Ridley Scott just steals the show as a director, and just making you care about these people, these human beings, every director can't make you care about these human beings, and makes you like engage. I feel like that's one of the biggest things about this movie and why it's so good. I feel like it's engaging. The picture's really good, and it's not like over convoluted. Like there's not no Transformers like action where you can't like understand what's going on, and you really don't like where you gotta rewind and you're like, I still kind of don't know what's going on. It's easy to follow through. Everything's easy to understand. It's heartfelt, and I think the movie just was fantastic. I think it was an overall experience. I think it was very enjoyable to watch. um yeah, that's it. I think just, I don't know, I think it's just like, it's hard to describe it. It's a piece. The whole movie is a piece. It's not really like, wow, this one scene stood out, wow, this one actor stood out. It's the entire thing as a whole is a really like interesting piece, that's based on a true story. And I just think Ridley Scott just is, yeah, I think it's the one of the best Ridley Scott. I think his handiwork is so much over the entire movie, where it's like you can really tell that it's Ridley Scott taking over this whole movie and bringing it to the stage that it deserves, and he does that very exceptionally well. One of the best type of movies of this. One of the best military movies I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe I didn't watch it sooner. And I feel like because of the movie poster, it only depicts one soldier, and this movie has so much characters, so much soldiers, and so much the characters that you were supposed to care about and be interested in. It kind of like doesn't value that in the poster, so that kind of like threw me off. For like this one person, I don't really want to know about one. So, but it's about the whole team of soldiers, and all their different squads and things like that, trying to just survive and endure this difficult situation. And but it's also a really good commentary. They don't even get that much scenes, but the Somalians people, about just their perspective on it, and just there's not really an answer to it. Because I just watched Crimson Tide, which is a great movie with Denzel and then Gene Hackman. And then like Denzel's like delivering the star line of the whole movie, where he's like, no, the enemy of war, the real enemy is war itself, and it's just really well told, and it's really well done. Now my personal belief is I think war is always going to be necessary, because there's always going to be evil in the world that always has to be put out, and you can't just let evil live. Like if people are trying to kill innocent people and spread all this hate. You can't let that spread like a cancer around the world, or you don't want to like allow people to suffer because of crazy evil people. But yeah, I think with the message I was trying to get through, I think it said it. I think it was well done, and I really had fun. I'm not trying to, like, it was just a fun movie. It's very like, wow, you kind of be able to put yourself in the shoes, be like, hey man, I could be one of these soldiers trying to fight for my life, and you kind of this band of brothers and your unit, things like that. I thought it was well done. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's just, again, I'm gonna say it again, just as a piece, as a whole collective thing of a movie, it's stellar. It's really, really good. Shout out Michael Bay. Shout out Ridley Scott. Yeah, really, really enjoyable. And I feel like another thing about this movie, it's not heavy. Like there's other movies, like you watch Sicario, it's really like cerebral. It's really intense. But Sicario is so involved. Like it is just a movie that kind of pulls you in and takes a lot of your energy. This movie does not. You can I can watch this movie, pause, go pee, come back, and then play it again, and I'm still be able to be in the zone. And I think that's a credit to the picture, to the cinematography, and again the directorial chops of Ridley Scott. So yeah, Blackhawk Down, definitely fantastic movie. Definitely an enjoyable watch. Yeah. Anyways.